Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your mid-November love check-in to see where you and the person that you're connecting with are currently energetically and to check the status of your relationship. So I meditated on your energy, and it kind of feels like a lot of you guys are having a headache as it pertains to this relationship. You're either not sure of what to do or just like really confused how to proceed with this relationship. There's definitely confusion on your side, and many of you just have a headache because you don't know how to act on what to do here. Let's see what the cards say. Here we are, 10 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. Fear, collapse, anxiety, really overwhelming energy here with the 10 of Swords of like inability to function because you're like paralyzing yourself, right? You feel like nothing is working out. You feel defeated. You feel like whatever you believed was true is no longer true. Like everything is collapsing around you. And you have this 8 of Pentacles energy, which also tells me that you've been working hard towards something. You've been putting a lot of effort into something, and you were believing in something really, really a lot. And whatever is it that you've been believing in is just not panning out. So your relationship, you've been putting a lot of effort into a specific individual. You held yourself up to very high standards to be in this relationship. So you gave up a lot to be here. To me, what this energy says is that you gave up partying for many of you. You gave up even certain friends. You gave up hobbies. You gave up your own money to be in this relationship for the sake of this relationship. There was a lot of sacrifice made, and now you feel defeated. You feel like everything around you is collapsing and nothing is working anymore. And you almost feel resentful of even putting so much work into this relationship. Let's see where this person is. 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So on paper, they look like they have a lot to give. They look like a person who is, for many of you, has a good job, a person who has ability to be kind. They're probably really nice towards children, pets, like whatever it is. Like on paper, they look like a really solid individual. However, behind the closed doors, they're very frugal with their energy and their resource towards you. So you are giving, 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 giving. What they are doing is taking, taking, taking. They're not giving it back to you. Look at this. Both of these cards are facing away from you. They only think about themselves. They're not putting you first. They're not even putting you second. They're not even putting you fifth. You are the last on their priority list, and you are fed up. That's why for many of you, you feel like this relationship cannot move forward anymore because the heck. Foundation of the relationship, 10 of Wands. I'm sorry. I don't mean to giggle. I just love how cards usually align with the energies that I'm feeling. And I felt it so hard where you feel like you've been putting so much into this relationship and something should have came out of it. And this is for many of you guys. This is for many of the Aries. This time frame is that a lot of you put so much into this relationship thinking that you're gonna move in with this person, thinking that you're gonna marry this person, thinking that this person would be a good parent to your kids. Like you were promised that. Like they promised you this, either directly or indirectly. You had a promise that was given to you and you worked towards it. Even though sometimes it was hard for you to come through, it was hard for you to let go of your personal life, of your friends, of your money. You were still doing it because for the sake of this relationship, for whatever this relationship had to promise you. And right now, during this time frame, you finally had a clear understanding that something is not panning out. Like you putting in, and the heck are they doing? They're just taking. What about you? Where do you fall into this relationship, right? Like, who are you here? I am sorry that I'm feeling this for many of you. This is a general reading, so I want you to understand. If this does not speak to you, obviously do not make it resonate with you. However, if this resonates with you, do take it to heart, because I feel how many of you are finally understanding of this misfortune that's happening in your relationship. Ace of Swords is indicative of sadness, and also is indicative of misfortune. And I feel it strongly here. Let's clarify. No wonder it's giving you a headache. Like you don't know what to do. 6 of Wands. You want it to work out. You really wanted to work out. And you wanted it to work out for a long time. You're not a type of person who just gonna walk away. You want to put as much effort as possible into the relationship. Also, for many of you guys, even though you're in this relationship, very much unequal relationship, you might look for an advice from a friend, and you might tell them, like, listen, this is what my partner is doing. Like, am I crazy? You know, like sometimes those conversations come up. You just want to share and see what somebody else says, what their perspective is. And you know, a lot of times, instead of acknowledging your hurt, acknowledging that something is not right in the relationship, you might hear things like, oh, but your partner, you know, they're so good with kids. They have such a great job. You know, they're such a catch, blah, blah, blah. You want to have your feelings validated, but instead what they're doing is validating the BS that this person is doing towards you. And here they are, they're King of Cups, very disconnected energy, very detached, very delusional at many times, because King of Cups also is indicative of the delusions that people have. Because this King of Cups is on their own island, they're out of touch. So this person could be totally out of touch. They don't even know that they're supposed to give something in a relationship. They might think that they're right and whatever they're doing is super right. So they might be looking at you and like totally gaslighting you anytime you bring up the fact that they're not contributing or doing whatever. They might say, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? I took the garbage out like 5 years ago. Like, what are you talking about? I don't do enough. I gave you a gift. I bought you like tinfoil or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some people like that. They just don't understand how relationships work. And of course, you're the one who has to pick up the slack. And then you are the one who needs to be told by others how this person is great and you are delusional. 5 of Pentacles as an outcome. I'm sorry, this sucks. And this is, again, really, it's not for everyone. I'm picking up very specific energy here. So for those of you who have been feeling this disconnect in the relationship, this is for you. If everything is going smoothly in your relationship, this is not for you, my friend. So 5 of Pentacles is indicative of divorce, indicative of unexpected negative news, like falling apart. Let me phrase this correctly. Picking up very nervous, tappy energy here as well. So you're very anxious over this. For many of you, it is collapsing. However, Five of Pentacles has a positive side to it as well. Five of Pentacles is this card that tells you, even though things seem like they're collapsing right now, they're like a mini tower card almost, if you know the meanings of the cards. Things are collapsing right now. Things feel like crap right now. You feel sick, let down, and totally disappointed. However, right around the corner, the sunshine is there. Like right around the corner, things are about to shift. Right around the corner, things are going to go in the right direction. So once you realize that this person is not an equal partner in your life, then you can proceed accordingly. Obviously, if you're married and you have kids, it's a little bit more difficult to just walk away from a situation. If you are realizing now that this person is a deadbeat who is just dragging you down, get out. You know, the universe is telling you, you can get out. Get out. Wow. Heavy ass energy, my friend. But I see you persevering. I see you getting through this. I mean, 10 is the end of the cycle. So this is the last straw that broke the camel's back. And you got 2 10s here, right? So you're ready to move on. You're ready to get into a new cycle. And you're ready to get into something else. I love you, my dear friend. Hope this reading clarified things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great mid of November.